I want to welcome to our YouTube family, to my family, all my little helpers and big helpers. We're out here doing chores tonight, feeding the pigs, milking the cow, and we'll be kind of guiding you on this little journey and just see how we get all of our milk. And the kids are all ready for this. So let's go get started. We brought this little goat in the shop because her mother wouldn't claim her. And this little goat's name is
Belle.
Belle. So she's getting bigger now. So we brought her out here to put her in a pen all by herself. So now she's got to get feed and water. Well, as you know on another video, this was a pen for our gilt. It's getting ready to have pigs. But we moved her out to the lean-to where the goats were. Now the weather's nice. We moved the goats out in the lot. And now we can put her in the lean-to where she has the whole thing for herself. She'll be a lot better off there than right in this little pen. Now we're all done in this room, so we thought we're going to take in the other room where all the milking equipment gets washed and taken care of. And then later on, we'll bring the Lilly Belle, is the name of our milk cow. We'll put her in this stanchion, and we'll show you how that all goes. And Ella is cleaning off the feeder. We keep the board on the feeder because the chickens like to roost here, and they poop in the cow feed. So we got to keep the lid on there, keep the cow feed fresh. Once the milk cow comes in, Lilly Belle comes in, she'll stick her head in here. You pull this forward, and this 2x4 here locks it down. There's no way she can get out. She's locked in until you raise that up and open it up. And Adam's pouring feed in now. Ella, you want to get Lilly Belle in? Oh, and you go help. You can help her. You gotta go open. We gotta open the gate. We'll get her out after a while. She ain't hurting nothing. Let's get the cow milk. I milked her by hand for a long time, but when she had another calf, she was given about 7.5 gallons a day, and I didn't want to milk that much by hand.
Look at his bags. The bags.
Can you milk
Down.
Get all the way on top, and then pull down.
Pull down.
See it, Mom?
Everybody got his pencil.
Do again. Good boy.
This is the old milking machine we'll be using. We'll show you how it works. We're getting ready to set the milker up to rinse it out. We wash it and rinse it every time we use it, but then I give it a good rinse again before I use it again. So you'll see how that works. When you put the hoses in the water, it'll suck all the water through the system and it rinses everything out. Now that I have it all rinsed out, I can put it back together. And while we're milking, Ella, my granddaughter, will come in. She'll wash all the buckets, the milk strainer, and she'll get everything ready to pour the milk in. A cow usually needs milk twice a day, but some people, when they don't want all the milk, they'll let the calf suck once a day, then they'll lock the calf up, and the second milking they'll take. I want you to look at this chair. This is a brand new chair when I had them goats in here. And them little goats, every time I'd sit down, they'd come up and bite it from behind and take a chunk out of my chair. First, I washed all of her udders. She's cutting back in her milk because every time as soon as she gets bred, she cuts back in her milk. And she's supposed to come in fresh about around May something. Now I got to dry all of her udders, make sure they're nice and clean. I don't use iodine on them because it's unnecessary. When you clean their bedding twice a day, you've seen how clean she was. But I do use hand lotion on them. I make sure she's not getting chapped. If she starts getting a little chapped, then I'll put hand lotion on her.
What you're doing.
I pull these plugs out because if you don't have plugs in here, it leaks too much air, and you don't have enough air capacity in one of these to keep the air pressure up. So you put these little plugs in, then I pinch the line off. I pinch the line off like that, and then when I get it on the udder, I let go of it. Now she just milks until she's done. One of the main things you do on a cow after you wash her, you squirt so many squirts out of each udder. And the reason you do that, cows make what they call somatic cell. It's a antibacteria that fights bacteria so they don't get up their udder. If you squirt that out, let's get rid of that. In fact, when I used to sell milk, they paid you more money if your somatic cell count was low because it was harder to make cheese when you have a high somatic cell count. The cleaner you keep your cow, the lower the somatic cell, because her body don't have to fight infections for manure and urine and all that other stuff. And she gets bed down twice a day. She's always kept clean. Now, when we go to take the milkers off, what you got to remember on a cow, they call stripping a cow out. I'll squeeze this hose and I will pull down on it. And I can feel when milk goes through this hose. Now, if you don't strip a cow out good, then she'll give less and less milk because you're not taking all of her milk. That's how cows, when they're feeding calves, like out in the pasture, the calf only sucks so much, well, then the cow cuts back, just what the calf needs. Otherwise, she'll get mastitis. And mastitis is it'll turn like the buttermilk. Then you got to give them antibiotics. I can feel the milk going through the hose. When you can no longer feel that, that's the time to take it off. Because you don't want to leave a milker on too long either, because that can irritate the inside of their udder. I just do one udder at a time. The udder on the far side gives the most milk in the front, so she'll be the last one I take off. See the milk going down the hose? Yes. These claws I use to dry the cow morning and night. I used to hang them on the sink, but they always got wet. So when Ella was 6 years old, said, "Poopa, I fixed something for you." She took this old stick and drove nails in it. So now when I done washing the cow, I wash them out. and I hang them up. So I always got a dry one the next time I milk. I wash them and bleach them all the time, continually. And if I can't keep up with them, I'll take them in and let Nana throw them in the washing machine and clean them up good, and we're ready to go again. We washed all this. This is a milk strainer. You put a filter in. Every time you milk, you put a brand new filter. And then you put this little hole down in and holds it down. And then we pour our milk through the strainer. Tonight we just kept a gallon because we have several gallons ahead. And this milk only lasts about 5 days. And it'll sour. So the rest of the milk, we have a swill barrel that we put feed in for our hogs, and the extra milk goes in there. So none of it gets wasted. And the hogs really, really love swilled feed, and they do well off of it. So that's what we do with our extra milk, and everybody has plenty to drink. This milk separates when it sits, but this fresh one we just poured, it's all mixed up. But you leave it sit a few hours, all your cream will come to the top. This is the cream I kept out this morning and last night, about a half a gallon, and we'll take this in to make butter out of that. And what's so wonderful about having your own cow, we have our own butter. I make buttermilk. In fact, my mom was 90th birthday today, and she loves buttermilk so much, and she loves buttermilk pancakes. So this morning, Jessica, myself, and my wife took Grandma up some buttermilk pancakes, sausage, and a couple of eggs that we raised right here on the farm, and it really made her 90th birthday special. Folks, as you can see, we're at the end of our little journey here. We got Lilly Belle milked. The kids all done their chores, and they're probably about time they're ready to go in and take a bath, and they'll be going to bed before long because they have school tomorrow. And I just want to tell all you folks, we sure appreciate you coming along with us. We want to make this a family thing, and we'll just show how little farms, how they act and what they do, and show we're just like everybody else. We're just people. Thank you very much for joining us today. Till we meet again.